So, what happens one night when you're looking at things and then you notice something on Notepad that you completely forgot about? Well, make a video about it, of course. So, what this something is, well, what you'd expect, a script. And what's this script, you may ask? It's meant to be for a video that was meant to be about 2020's National Television Awards. Last year when I'm recording this in 2021. So I did a script on that. I watched through the whole 3-hour program, but I never made a video about it. I was too busy caught up on other video projects. So how about I make a video about it today? Yep, to coincide with the 2021 National Television Awards, how about I do last year's 2020? So of course, what happens in the National Television Awards? They give out lots of rewards to British programmes, wherever it be actors or TV shows themselves or all sorts of other things like that. So originally, for a couple of years, ever since the rewards debuted at the O2 Arena, Dermot O'Leary hosted it, but he left after the 2019 awards, and for 2020 he was replaced with David Walliams. Yep, the David Walliams himself, from Britain's Got Talent, Little Britain, and the fact that he's made so many children's books that have been very popular. How cool is that? But isn't someone like him meant to be too not serious for the National Television Awards? Like, are they meant to be serious or light-hearted? I have no idea. So, I, in my opinion, think Williams is funny, but not when he's writing gross out and offensive stuff like what he did with Little Britain, like with what he did with Matt Lucas on that show. Anyways, let's begin. So when I tuned in, I started near the end of the introduction. So you see David Walliams appearing from this rising elevator near the bottom of the stage, and there were some singers next to him as well singing a song. Then he got suspended in the air, typical special effects, and then fireworks and flashy sparkles and pyrotechnics all lend it with a great effect, and then it started. So he introduced the show by showing off all the awards he won during the past few years of the NTAs, and then he was joking around on all of that. Then he was showing off some of the celebrities who attended and says to everybody that they're the real stars alone. At least you're not being egotistical. Then he gave a shout out to Nicholas Persons, who around that time he died, so that's nice, I guess. So the first reward is Most Popular Challenge Show, which was a brand new category, and it replaced Most Popular Reality Show, I think it was, and the game show one that appeared in the couple of past few years. But technically, this is just reality shows. The nominations are MasterChef, okay. The Apprentice, I don't care for that show. Bake Off, yeah, Great British Bake Off, I find overrated. The Circle, it's horrible. And Love Island, even worse. And that was around the time before Caroline Flack passed away. So, at least it wasn't bad timing then. Can't thank the tabloids for all of that. For bullying her. So, I thought Love Island was going to win, but it didn't. Bake Off did. So, cast members from Bake Off came up and they gave a speech and just left. Like, they felt really bored somehow. Like, they knew they were going to win or something, but I don't know. Then it went on to a commercial break, and after the commercials, we have Ant and Dec trying to take over the show. David's trying to stop them, and it's most likely meant to be a fact that Ant and Dec have always one favourite television personality since 2001. They left and then they came back again as part of the joke. Like, how was that a joke? They just left and they came back again. How's that funny? I don't know. But to them it's funny, and to the audience it's funny. The next reward is Most Popular Factual Show. Well, before I say anything else, I might say Most Popular or Favourite or things. I don't always say the same thing, but there you are. So the nominations for Best Factual Show are Gogglebox, Paul O'Grady for the Love of Dogs, which has won many times before, Ambulance, Gordon, Gino and Fred's Field Trip, Jesse Nelson odd one out. So I was expecting Paul O'Grady to win again, but this time he didn't. I was surprised. Jesse Nelson won. It's nice that he won rather than Paulo, but that show's not that great to begin with either. So in the next part, after they showed off that reward, David made fun of Ant and Dec winning the rewards again, so they recycled the same joke again. How's that funny? And what was even more not funny was when David Walliams made a joke about Russians. How that didn't get away with Ofcom, I have no idea. Next up, most popular drama, presented by David Tennant. I'm not into drama, so I really don't care about this category, but anyways, I'll give out the nominations for what happened. Line of Duty, Peaky Blinders, Killing Eve, Call the Midwife, and Casualty. Peaky Blinders winning the previous year, and it won again for the second year in a row. Funnily enough, I had a feeling it would have won anyway. After the adverts, again, next category is Most Popular Comedy, presented by Alan Carr. So for this part, there was another segment. David Walliams brought out his Britain's Got Talent buzzer for some reason. He buzzed it for laughs. Like, why is buzzing the buzzer funny? You're just buzzing it randomly, not because you're buzzing out the contestant on Britain's Got Talent or something. So for comedy, we have Ricky Gravis, Afterlife, Fleabag, puh, Sex Education, puh, Mrs. Brown's Boys, nah, and Derry Girls. Too much black comedy in this. Can they go with comedy that's a little bit more lighthearted or something? I'm not a big fan of Fleabag. I just think it's very overrated. All it is sex jokes. And everybody thinks it's funny when sex jokes aren't even that funny. Like, why make a joke about a private part? What's the humour in that? Anyways, I thought Fleabag was going to win. It didn't. Mrs. Brown's Boys won. Then comes another segment. This time David Mitchell dressed up as William Shakespeare. Okay. Presenting Best Serial Drama Performance. Nominations: Danny Dyer for EastEnders, Katie McGlynn for Corrie, Hubba Hubba, Gregory Finnegan for Hollyoaks, and Danny Miller for Emmerdale. Anyways, we have a man I can't stand and hate a lot. We have a female girl who I've never heard of, but she looks hot. A guy in a soap I can't stand, and someone I've never heard of before because I don't watch or know about Emmerdale very well. So, yep, the Hubba Hubba girl, Katie McGlynn, won. And this is only from my predictions from the show because I don't watch Corrie. But she looked pretty hot in what she was wearing. And then she gave out a speech, which lasted something like 5 minutes. It was so long, it felt like half an hour. Like, the other winners gave speeches, none of them gave them as long as that one so far, but of course, I bet the audience wanted to stare at her more than giving a flying feather about her speech. Then came another advert break, the Impact Award, hosted by Ollie Murs himself and Sir Tom Jones. There was no nominations for this one. They already announced the winner a couple of weeks prior. It was Gavin and Stacey. And the reason why was when it returned on Christmas Day for a one-off Christmas special, I think it returned the following year, but I'm not too sure, it became the most watched British TV show in the whole decade outside the sporting events. You've got to admit, that's pretty impressive. So they showed it off for about 5 minutes because it was so special. The cast went on stage and gave a speech that was as long as the Katie McGlynn one, of course, because it was the most popular British show this decade. And then comes up most popular magazine or daytime show. You knew from what was happening beforehand who was going to win that one. They showed off the previous times this morning had won. And the presenters for that one, Richard and Judy, the first presenters of This Morning, and before they left to present their own Channel 4 show. And yeah, This Morning won. You knew they'd win. Philip and Holly were very impressed, weren't they? Because you knew they would be, because they'd go out drinking and then the following day on This Morning they'd be drunk beyond their belief. So yeah, This Morning won over Sunday Brunch, Loose Women, and Good Morning Britain. And of course, Piers Morgan was not very pleased, cussing out the Philip and Holly because he thought that the rewards were rigged. And I could believe they were, because This Morning had won many times, but it's nowhere near the best TV presenter one. So I think a commercial break came out next, but I'm not too sure. Who knows? So David appears on stage and then his trousers fall off. How? I have no idea. It was probably just for a stinking joke again. Like, seriously, these jokes are just so weird. I didn't even laugh at them either. They were just really annoying. So David's trousers fell down as part of a gag malfunction, and Davina McCall presented Favourite TV Judge. So we have Tom Jones for The Voice, Simon Cowell for The X Factor and Britain's Got Talent, will.i.am for The Voice UK, RuPaul for RuPaul's Drag Race UK, and David Williams himself for Britain's Got Talent. David actually won the previous 2 years. And does that mean he's going to win since he's presenting this award ceremony even without his trousers? Yes, he did. Because it was predictable. He was going to win anyway. I knew it. He was going to win. And then after another advert break, and another advert break, and another advert break, and another, I'm losing my insanity, aren't I? I am losing my insanity. Came a musical act. The Pet Shop Boys. Never heard of them. Listened to the song. I was bored beyond my belief. But that song just felt like half an hour as well. Like, this show is just going so slowly. Like, why can't it get on any faster? But anyways, skipping that. Next category, Best New Drama. Presented by David Schwimmer from Friends. Yep, we have a cast member from a very good sitcom. Yay! The nominations for this one are Gentleman Jack, A Confession, Cleaning Up, The Capture, and Chernobyl, which won. And because of the music performance, this category was so shortened. Then comes another advert break, and then when it gets back to the show, there was a pointless dance-off with some cast members from RuPaul's Drag Race UK, and they were the ones who presented Best TV Presenter. So, come on. You know already who's going to win this category. It's always going to be the same two Geordies. So who's going to win over Graham Norton, Philip Schofield, Holly Willoughby and Bradley Walsh? Of course, Anton Deck will be, for the 20th year in a row, or, in David Williams' words, 54 years in a row. Yeah, because it feels like 54 years. Well, they could have just shortened this category rather than giving it such a long moment, because the duo always win anyway, but of course they did shorten it because they knew they were going to win. As long as Anton Deck stay in show business, they'll always win those awards. Next up, Favourite Newcomer, Most Popular Newcomer. Presented by some guy from Emmerdale portraying his own character with some police for some reason. That's cool. So, Peter Rash, whoever he is, won the award. And the guy that presented it, he got himself handcuffed to the policeman and then they left. And then came another advert break. Special Recognition was the next category, which was presented by Joanna Lumley, or whoever she is. Sir Michael Palin won this one. It followed on with a 10-minute video of some of the stuff he appeared in, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care. And that's all I need to say about that part. It went on for far too long than it should have done. Long enough for a fact another advert break appeared. Next up, the Bruce Forsyth Entertainment Award, hosted by two gals I have no idea about. Nominations: RuPaul's Drag Race UK, The Graham Norton Show, All Around to Miss Brown's, The Chase, and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. That show won, and some of the cast members from the previous season came on stage alongside Anton Deck. Next up, Best Drama Performance. Nominations: Cillian Murphy for Peaky Blinders, Idris Elba for Luther, Jodie Comer for Killing Eve, Michael Stevenson for Casualty, Serene Jones for Gentleman Jack. Cillian Murphy won, but he didn't make it to the awards, so there was no speech at all. Then came more freaking ads. Gosh. But thankfully enough, the show's almost over. I can't take this anymore. Best Serial Drama, presented by Joel Dummett, who's hosting this year's awards ceremony, and the Hedgehog. What? Nominations: Corrie, EastEnders, Emmerdale, Hollyoaks. Why are they called serial dramas? Is that what they're supposed to be called? Or they're meant to be soaps, not serial dramas. Okay Show, Corrie. Bad Show, EastEnders. Mediocre Show, Emmerdale. Horrible Show, Hollyoaks. Emmerdale won the award for that one. Nothing much to say. And then we end the awards with the last category, Most Popular Talent Show, presented by the original presenter, well, second presenter of the awards and the first longest running one, Sir Trevor McDonald himself. For this one, we have Strictly Come Dancing, Britain's Got Talent, Dancing on Ice, and The Voice UK. Strictly won. The audience clapped along with the song that was playing, do 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 do. And then cast members on there said that the award was for the late Brucey himself. And then what happens after that? The show is over. Just like that, it abruptly ends, the credits roll, and then the logos pop up, and there you go, the show is over. Overall, this show was just painful to watch. Like, why did I have to watch it? Why did I have to torture myself with things I don't even know? Horrible, just horrible humour that I don't even find funny. I just think David Walliams was annoying, and overall it was just painful to watch. Hopefully, and I don't think anything will go better, Joel Dummett will be better, but who knows. It probably might be even worse, or maybe even better, but who knows. Just wait until that video pops up at some point. Thank you for watching this one. See you later, and bye for now. I need to go and get a drink.